Ice cream man. Ice cream man is here. Ice cream man. Ice cream man. Everything working? Yeah. Ah, boy. This is a beta hat, I've been told, but I love it. And today we're going to shave with something that smells like cherry Coke. Cherry Coke. This is Dr. Duff. If you could tell me what kind of dog that is, it would help me out tremendously. Oh, and it smells like cherry cola, as in, that's the purpose of it, is to smell like cherry cola. I don't know why I think of Mr. Pibb. Does anybody else remember Mr. Pibb? And I'll be finishing up with this. Now, tobacco is a woody fragrance, okay? It's a woody fragrance. People don't, you would think it's a tobacco fragrance. It's not, hey, what's up? How you doing, Moose? This is a woody fragrance. And it's old school. And when they created this, 1959 by Moore and Wirtz, they made this shape of a bottle to say, hey, yeah, I had to take the other one down. To say, this is like the shape of, those Egyptian kind of clay baskets or whatever. Like, that's the whole purpose of the shape of the bottle. It's called some glyph, or I forgot the name of it. Whatever. Where's Phantom? I had to take that stream down. I mean, I understand. People may be entertained by that, but he was giving me too many negative vibes, and it's all Kevin's fault. It's not. It was my fault. But it was too much, man. It was too much negativity, and his anti-Semitism. It's like, like I trust me, anti-Semitism is out of control. We know where he's from. Oh yeah, that's cool. And I got hot water today, so this is gonna be a great stream. Even if it's only 2 people. He said to me, "How many people do you have?" I said, "We have 2 people, man." Oh man. I was like, so your whole purpose was to shame me and to have an audience and to have attention. So what? There's 2 people here. He didn't like that. He was kind of attention seeking. I'm going to use a different brush. How you doing? Not enough chest hair. I'm leaving. I got to work this brush in. And this is a Diaz Cosmetics 26 millimeter. Hey, you doing? Where are you from? I'm from Miami. I don't even have the lights on in the background. This is a plain, easygoing shave, but it's going to have positive vibes, So this soap is I got it at Pasture Pharmacy. You can use the code 5 Binaca sprays and get 10% off. I don't get anything. I used it for myself. I mean, I just touched it pretty much. Let's get a little lather going here. Just sit down. I like the barbershop side in the back. Thanks, man. I'm going to whip it up a little. But, as a face lather, you don't have to really whip it up. I'm pretty impressed with the density. It's pretty dense. So the scent off the puck is medium to strong. And it smells like cherry cola. like really, I guess there's a little pepper in there. I watch another guy. He doesn't shave, but all he does is review soaps with his wife, the barbershop duet, and he said he noticed pepper. I guess like cherry Coke has pepper smell. I don't know, that fizz. Maybe that carbonation. Very nice smell. On the face, it isn't as strong as off the puck, but the density is good. And let's see how much. And this is pretty good for a boar head. It's not a you know natural or whatever the other one is called, silver tip badger. Silver tip badger retains a lot of the shave cream. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of quality soap. You can see the difference between this and Josh Myers. See, I was talking to Fernando. I said Josh Myers has a good scent, but he needs to get together. You see how it's a higher quality shave soap. Blue Minister, did somebody decide to cream all over you? Yes, myself. And I'm going to use the Vashcot. Yeah, this is a quality soap. And I was watching Oda Jerks, and it's kind of true. Like it hot. You have to like when you listen to a fragrance review, you're pretty much depending on them, right? So you don't really know if they're lying or not. And I understand that some people think it's a bit old. How you doing? I don't know why. When you live notification comes, I leave everything and start to watch your stream. Thank you. I am. So I cut a little too tight there. I should have just laid up a little on the blade like I usually do. But I got over ambitious. Thank you, I am, for doing that. That's cool. I like to hear nice things like that. It's nice to hear that somebody likes you, you know? Positive affirmation. Like, I, I don't have much of a day, right? And something good happened. I went over to my mom on Sunday and I went to fix her computer. She's 88 and she doesn't know how to do anything. I'm not saying that with anger. I just don't want to open my jaw too much. But she called me yesterday and she said, Neil, the computer's working. I'm like, oh, because she gets very bored. Old people get bored and lonely, and you gotta treat your mom with respect. You have to treat your mom with respect, man. Unless your mom beat you when you were a kid. I don't know. But my mom never beat me. But this guy came on and he's like, you seem like your mom fed you a lot when you were a kid. I'm like, not really. I was a skinny kid. I was never fat. And you know, things happen where Life isn't perfect anymore, and you know, you make mistakes with your life. You know, I don't want to say like Walls did. I'm a bonehead or whatever he said, but you know, you make mistakes in your life, poor judgment, and you know, then you start eating because you beat yourself up over it. You know, and you should have known better. You know, and you start eating to comfort yourself. And I've done that. I still do work out. I see. The thing is, it doesn't show because I have visceral fat. So I don't know, Ian, if you know about this. Hey, you missed a pube. Uh, there's in the United States they have something called Ozempic, right? Man, this stuff is good. Nice dense lather. Not the densest, but it's very creamy. It's very creamy. Wow, very creamy. And I'm starting that, and it works with pretty much everybody who goes on Ozempic. It controls something in your body. I'm not like a medical doctor, um, but it control. Wow, this is so creamy. The bottom line is this creamy as hell, and it feels really good on. Like this feels really good. Very creamy, creamy, creamy. And I'm just gonna use a double edge or disposable for the rest. Love your hat. Thank you, man. Thank you. I've already been told that only beta males wear this kind of hat. Oh, I farted. I'd have to share that with you. But I like this style, man. I like this style. And in the last stream, some guy says, "Oh, you look like a Jewish dad." And I said, "Yeah, I'm Jewish." And, you know, I'm pudgy. I'm pudgy. And I guess, you know, I hate being pudgy. I'll be honest. I hate being pudgy. But that's why this Ozempic is going to help me with controlling my hunger. And since I work out all the time, but my muscles aren't showing, I'm going to lose the visceral fat, right? And I'll look more muscular. And so life is good for me. I'm appreciative of the little things, like my mom's computer's working. Fernando sent me some soaps and some aftershaves. You know, friends and family, man. That's it. You know, can't ask for more. That was from a little pimple, and I just pushed down a little. I got a little aggressive with the razor. And you know, that's all you can ask for, man. Is appreciate the little things in life. It was such a great feeling to get that the shave soap and aftershave. It's like it's almost like Christmas, you know. I don't have Christmas all the time, but you know, and today I had another Christmas because I got two more shave soaps, and this one's pretty good. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna buy any more from McDuff's. I really wanted to try this one because I heard it smells like cherry cola. Oops, and it does. Let me empty it out a little. It's still wet, but it's like it stays there, right? So if you're looking for a shave soap that smells like cherry cola and is real creamy, and it has a distinct creaminess to it, right? Get this one. And since I cut myself, I'm going to use Tobacco. You can shop on my Amazon store, and that's on my page. This is a woody fragrance, primarily a woody fragrance. And, you know, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it doesn't really last that long, like maybe a half hour. And it has the alcohol, which soothes your razor burn. It does kind of have a comforting smell. It's a comforting woody scent. That's what it is. And that was another thing that Christian O sent me this, and that was like I've been blessed, man, with good friends. Christian O sent me that, and I always thought it was a tobacco fragrance, but it's a comforting woody fragrance. And that's not going to bleed too much because um, it was kind of a pimple, you know. But I'll put some styptic, what do you call styptic, whatever. Hold on. What do they call this stuff? Um, alum block. And you just rub this on there, and it stops the blood. And I take warfarin, so real nice. Very, very nice, pleasurable shave with this soap, man. Very pleasurable shave. And tobacco isn't something I would use every single day, right? But it is like a comfortable woody kind of scent, and I like that. Very nice. And where is my imaginary authors? I honestly wish I have. I ran out of Alt Innsbruck. I've had two bottles of that. If you're looking for a kind of frosty, like Alpine Swiss kind of fragrance, there's a fragrance from 1953 called Alt Innsbruck, and it's tobacco flower and menthol, and man, it is good. Shout outs to Miami. Put your hat on backwards. Okay, if you say so. That's the new style, right? That's not me. Yeah, so the reason I streamed is 'cause the Whiskey Reaper, he says, stream your shave stream. I'm like, damn, I didn't know anybody was excited to watch me shave. It's kind of a boring stream. Um, but I thought I would have an interesting stream by, going to my computer. It was a good stream with Kevin. Last night we did a stream. The vertical streams usually get more views. Backwards hat like a true vet. I listen. I'm not trying to fit in any sort of like this last guy. He's an alpha male, and he was telling me the size of his. You know what? And I'm like, dude, I don't care about the. He goes, it's to assert dominance. I was like, dude, I don't want it. That's too much information. I don't care, you know. And it was almost like I had to prove I like women. And I've noticed in the fragrance community, it's like you have to like women. I do like women, but what if I were gay? I mean, it's like they're people, man. They're people. They just have different tastes. Like I like tobacco. Somebody else might not like tobacco. You know, I was listening to George Zaharoff on, I think his name is Dedrick Hicks or something. I was watching him, and he was, talking up. He was almost crying, but it's when you have a PTSD moment like I had, like George had, and to come out and excel, it means something, because sometimes you just you're down and you think, oh, I'm never gonna come out of this, you know, and you do, you know, and you know, like offing yourself is not uh, an alternative. It's not an alternative. Your life may be crap. You may be homeless. You may be, but you gotta just push on, man. And you know, and this is a little too depressing, right? They want you. They want you as a new recruit. But yeah, I know it's deep and it's depressing, and people don't want to hear depressing things. But you move on and hope for the best, and try to make the best happen for yourself. And friends will carry you along sometimes, like my friends have. And other people have said, don't help him, let him fail. That's a very it's an evil-minded person would say that. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Um, nobody's perfect except Donald Trump. No, but listen. So I'll talk about one political thing. And the only person I'm afraid that may unsubscribe is Duncan. And I love Duncan, but he works at the ports, but he works on the West Coast, right? Now the whole thing is these longshoremen are asking for extra pay, and also to say, hey, we don't continue with automation. It's like, just fire them all and hire illegals because they're already threatening. I mean, Ronald Reagan did that with the air traffic controllers back in the days. Um, you know, but what if all the nurses did that? What if the nurses in the hospital said, we're going to go on strike? This whole union thing is ridiculous. You know, the people were dying, and we're going on strike. This whole union thing is ridiculous. It's outdated. And the, the guy who runs the union is like Elon Musk rich. He has like a silver shadow, I think, like a Rolls Royce, Bentley, or something like that, with a big house. Come on, and he's putting on that fake accent like he's a tough, old school American. I'm like, come on, man, it's all an act. But these guys, fire them all. Here's the thing. Now, if they, if the government gives into them and gives them higher wages, also Donald Trump's policies are going to benefit because he's going to say, we don't need to buy this stuff from China. And then, it's going to hurt those companies that are outsourcing the labor. They're going to have to pay those, everything is going to be kind of screwed up. And then, if you're going to produce in the U.S., you're going to get a tax break. That's it. And problem solved. And that's my show for today. Where can I buy that shaving soap? Pastures Pharmacy. If you want, you could use the code Pastures Pharmacy. They have everything. I think you have to buy like $40 worth of stuff to get the fifth. I think it's 15% off. My code 5 Binaca sprays at checkout. gives you 15% off. So you buy like whatever you want to buy. It's a regular drugstore, but it's the largest, one of the largest drugstores online, and they're in New York City. AM was actually talking about going out there, and that would be awesome because I went to New York City and I didn't go by there, and I kind of thought like that's the only place I really want to visit because you know what you could do? You could walk down the aisles and smell the soaps. You know, that's it. And I'd like to smell all the soaps to compare them. I like the soaps that have a lot of fragrance oil. You know, I bought another one which is a cannabis one, which you may be interested in, and it smells like Nasamato, the one that smells like cannabis. Look at that. And this is Ariana and Evans. The owner's Peter Sharkalis. And the name is there, right? What's the name? Here it says Khalifa. Nice. But for me, this is still this is a strong set, and it's a great set by Hoffman. It's called Evil Gummy. And when I talk about it's dense, it's very dense. It's a very good soap, man. Unbelievable, unbelievable soap. And it's a soft soap. Unbelievable soap. I highly recommend this one. But if you go like to Reddit, a lot of people will say there's a couple soaps, and I have the other one, but I'm not going to talk about the other one right now. Fougere Bouquet. A lot of people say that's one of the top, but this one comes up a lot, right? Like black Afghano. It smells like black Afghano, but it's he has two versions or three versions. The first one smelled exactly like black Afghano, and this one is to make black Afghano like his own creation, where it's more likable. And so this is this one called Khalifa. Very nice. More of a yeah. The pot smell is it's there, but it's sort of like he wanted to make it more mass appealing. You know. Anyway, shout out. I got 8 thumbs up. That's very nice of you guys. I appreciate that. Um, and visit my Amazon store and have a good night. Have a good evening. Thank you, Whiskey Reaper, for showing up. Let's see who else showed up. Matt from Earth. Ayen, thank you for showing up. Oops. And Siobhan and Steven and AM and Moose. Take care, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Oops. Oopsie daisy.